Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of season 4 in the Achieve and Leave series here on FIFA 19. We know we have a lot of money to spend. You guys gave me a number of transfer suggestions, and we are going to end up spending a hell of a lot of money in this window. We have about 300 million available to us. We're looking to sign a first-team right-sided midfielder, 2 first-team central midfielders, and then maybe a backup winger. We shall have a look at the transfer hub, and I'll show you the players on my list. We start with just one backup wing-back, that being Kieran Tierney. He's probably not going to be that expensive, but is going to be very effective. So he's going to be one of my favourite players to go for, and he's not overly expensive either at £24 million. That should be pretty straightforward. Although we do have Dalot and Timothy Fosu-Mensah to currently be backups. So as things stand, I'm quite happy to delay the wing-back signing until either the end of this window or till January. With regards to the centre mid role, the most popular option was Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. He's now 90 rated in this save, 4-star, 4-star, valued at £71.5 million. He's on £300,000 a week. A release cost of 127, but I'd like to get him for less than that if possible. He will be my main target at central midfield. If not, we'll go for Leon Goretzka probably in centre mid. He too is valued quite highly at 55 million and £145,000 a week, to be fair. He's on a lot less a week wage-wise as well. And it says we might be able to offer slightly less. I think his contract is expiring in 12 months' time, so we might be able to pick him up a little bit cheaper. But Milinkovic-Savic is going to be the main one to go for. Other names on the list, Casemiro, 29 years of age now. His physicals haven't started to drop too much yet, so he'd be, you know, a great holding midfielder. We have N'Golo Kante on the list. 30 years of age now, but still would be very, very effective in that holding role. Of course, we're looking for CDM and a centre mid. So Milinkovic-Savic is the go-to for the centre mid role. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do about CDM yet. Goretzka is genuinely an option as well, because he's decent in the tackle as well as being good on the ball. Renato Sanchez is 82 rated, so unfortunately, despite getting the suggestion, he's not going to be one of the options I'd go for. Houssem Aouar is at Bayern Munich currently. He's probably better for the all-round central midfield role, but I think, despite the fact Milinkovic-Savic is good in defence, I want Milinkovic-Savic to play a more advanced role in that straight-out centre mid-role rather than CDM. Tanguy Ndombele, someone we signed at Newcastle in the save earlier on in the year. We know how good he can be. Technically, unfortunately, he's still not that amazing defensively, so I might lean away from him. Frenkie de Jong is 88 rated and still at Ajax, valued at 61.5 million, but you can see his wages are minuscule, so he's an option if we wanted a younger player, but he's still not that good defensively, but technically looks superb. Ball control 96, dribbling 95, short passing 90. Might give him another year or two and then consider signing him at a later side or a latter side. Thiago Alcantara is another option for that all-round central midfield role. But again, I think I want to go Milinkovic-Savic and then get someone like Casemiro or Kante. Or perhaps Franck-Yannick Kessié. He's down as an out-and-out centre mid, but he has the solid player traits. Now, I couldn't afford him in the RTG series. He would be an option for us in this one. They're kind of similar, Kessié and Milinkovic-Savic, but they're both absolutely superb. So I might go for Kessié as my second option if I can't get Casemiro or Kante, but they're probably going to be my go-tos for that CDM role. There is also Artur Ruben Neves as well, potentially, but that was not really going to be one that I actively pursue when there are other much better options. If I did want to play Milinkovic-Savic at CDM, I could get Isco for that centre mid role, because, well, it's Isco, and you can't really get much better than a technical, creative central midfield player than Isco. Although he's 73 million and he's on 310 grand a week. With regards to the right winger, by far, because we have the budget we do, the most popular option was Kylian Mbappé. He's 93 rated in this save now. You can see his physical stats there. 99 acceleration, 99 sprint speed, 99 dribbling, 97 ball control and finishing, 90 short pass. He's valued at 121 million and he's on 250 grand a week. We can afford him. I also have Neymar on the shortlist because obviously when you're looking for a winger, Neymar comes up as an option. Callum Hudson-Odoi I'm scouting, but probably going to lean away from him until he's slightly higher rated. I imagine he's going to be the early 80s by this stage in a career mode. Steven Bergwijn is an option that was recommended. He always seems to end up at a Premier League club in career modes, but he's at Porto currently in this save. I don't know much about him, to be honest, and to be fair, I should probably be looking for someone slightly better. We could bring Rashford back as a right winger. It's a genuine option, or potentially to replace Rodrigo. I think I'll see how much money I've got left at the end of the window, and if I am to bring Rashford back, it'll happen in January. Someone actually made a suggestion in the comment section that I've not considered before. Obviously, the release clause is 52.9 million when his valuation is much higher. It's kind of like a way to get around the idea of cheating. Almost as if we would consider the release clause a buyback clause from his original contract when he left. If you would be okay with me triggering that release clause using that premise, i.e. kind of making up the fact that that release clause would perhaps be a buyback clause from when Rashford originally left, then I would be open to buying Rashford back in January for £52.9 million. However, I'm not that comfortable with it because it still feels like cheating and just kind of, making up a story so that we can actually cheat a little bit. But if you guys are okay with it and you like the idea of maybe adding a little bit more fantasy to the idea of career mode, then let me know in the comments section and I will act upon it. But to start with, we're going to try and get Kylian Mbappé. It's mad that we're in season 4, he's 93 rated and he's still only 22 years old. The kid is next level. Genuinely, in the comments section, tell me, do you think Mbappé in real life could become the next Messi or Ronaldo? Do you think he could genuinely be that good? Is he going to reach those levels? I think he'd have to leave PSG to reach those levels, in my opinion. But the way that he's performed so far in his career, I genuinely think Kylian Mbappé could be one of the best players of all time if he continues to progress at the rate he is. So in real life, he's still 20 years of age. We got the offer accepted there for less than I thought I'd have to pay, 135 million. So we're going to try and negotiate contract terms. I've no idea what he's going to want a week, wage-wise. If he's willing to take a pay cut, that would help us afford more deals elsewhere. Obviously, we're going to give him the crucial squad role. I could use him at striker as well, to be fair. Now, give me an idea what you want wage-wise. They've not. I'll offer them what he's currently on. And then a £2 million sign fee, and we'll see what they're willing to do. They're quite happy to negotiate that. Right, Mbappé is in. We have a new starting best player in the world on this save, probably right-sided midfielder. Obviously, Messi is still in this save and Ronaldo is still in this save. Messi's 88 rated currently in this save and physically dead. He's got like 66 acceleration, 66 sprint speed. Technically, he's still superb, but physically, he's not there at all. Ronaldo's still playing in this save as well. He's dropped physically too, not quite as much as Messi, but still technically pretty decent. So let's go and get one central midfielder. I know I definitely want Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. This is going to be expensive as well. Woo! No, we should begin negotiations. I don't want to pay that release clause if I can avoid it. I'll offer them 80 and see if they're willing to negotiate from there. Not sure what they'd want for him, to be completely honest. 130. Right, this is going to be another ludicrously expensive deal. And I may end up having to look at someone slightly cheaper for my second midfield option, or we're just going to have to raise some extra money. They have dropped that considerably. Imagine if I'd been like, okay, I'll give you 130 when their next negotiation was 106. How about 95? Would you let me have him for 95 million? they would let me have him for 95 million. Imagine if I paid 35 million more than I needed to. He's on a lot of money a week, though. This could be a stumbling block. Well, not necessarily a stumbling block, but it could significantly affect what else we can do in this window with regards affording anyone else of a decent quality. I'm quite happy to accept that release clause. Wage-wise, I think they're going to give me an idea. They're not. I'll offer him 220 with a signing bonus again of 2 million, and we'll see what they say. 200,000, okay, so he's willing to take a big wage cut. I'm happy with that. We'll remove the bonus and submit the offer. And then 230 a week. I'm quite happy for that. £230,000 a week, taking a £70,000 a week pay cut, and Milinkovic-Savic is into our starting lineup. Right. After that, I'm still not sure whether to play him slightly further forward or in that central midfield role. I think I'd rather play him here alongside Paul Pogba and get someone better as a CDM. The question is, how much money have I got left? Would mean that we currently don't have enough money to sign Kieran Tierney, but we do still have Juan Mata to sell. So do I go for Kessié or do I go for N'Golo Kante? Considering he's 30 years of age now, we won't get the chance to use him again. Obviously, we did use him at Chelsea, but do I go for Casemiro? Casemiro is valued at 52 million. How much money have I got left? 70-ish, but not much wage-wise. I'm going to advance a little bit more, see if I can get one more sale under the belt, because Juan Mata's on 100 grand a week. If we can move Juan Mata on, then that would free up the finances to be able to afford. It's not for Hara. We'd free up the finances to be able to afford someone else. Currently, though, with a couple of deals in the offing that are still in the process of going through. Ruofan. I made that mistake last time. Ruofan is sold. He's gone. Transfer talks to the Hara have broken down. Wilson's loaned out. Ruofan's loaned out. Loan offer for James Garner. I'll accept that. He's only 71 rated. He's not progressed as he perhaps could do in the save thus far. Right. Now the question is, it's only Brighton. We're going to play 2 games in this month, obviously, as we always do in transfer windows. I'm simming Brighton because it's at home. I'll play Leeds. I'll sim Burnley because it's at home, and I'll play Huddersfield. It should be 4 straight victories, I would like to think, at the beginning of the season. And then we'll wait and see. Was that Ruben Neves just doing kick-ups at Valencia? That's Leicester. That was a previous story. Let's have a look here. It looked like Ruben Neves. Not sure. Actually, I've got him on my shortlist, haven't I? So I have to check. Bear with me. Just out of curiosity. Where are you, Ruben? Yes, he was Ruben Neves at Valencia. Well, he's not available anymore. Not that I was really considering buying him anyway. It was certainly better options elsewhere. Right, Man United at home against Brighton. This should be a simple victory. I hope. Martial with a penalty after 22 minutes. I'm hoping we can get Martial into the 90s in this save. We can grow him quite well. He's already 89 rated, but we have seen him get up to 90 in the RTG save. Martial with another goal, this time from open play. Very much looking forward to using him and seeing how good he is in game. He's been horrible to play against, but he might be delightful to play with. We shall wait and see. No further bids yet. Still waiting on a potential Mata sale to free up some extra money. I could afford Casemiro or N'Golo Kante as is. Now, to be fair, I could use Mata as part of that deal if they'd be willing to accept him. I'll continue to accept those deals. Let's see if we can use Mata then as part of the deal for someone else. Who do I go for though? I've used Kante already in this save, so let's go for Casemiro. Let's go for Casemiro. He's slightly younger as well, and arguably just as good as Kante in the holding role, considering his extra physicality. Would you like Juan Mata, Real Madrid? You would not like Juan Mata. Striker, a fullback, or a centre back? Seamus Coleman, maybe. We are looking to sell him on. Okay. Offer other player. There aren't any other wing backs I want to let go. Other positions. Centre backs. Twanzebe. I could let Twanzebe go. Because Fosu Mensah can play at centre back as well, can't he? So let's see if they would be interested in Axel Twanzebe. They would, but they want 81 million. No. How about... I'll offer 55, actually. Oh, this is tedious. It sucks when they offer more than... Or 54, fine, whatever. When they offer more than you can afford, because it gets rather frustrating getting rid of all the random numbers. Would you accept 58 million? 58 million plus Axel Twanzebe. 64.9. I could afford that, but then it's wages that become an issue. And if I do sign Casemiro here for this fee, it would be questionable as to whether we could afford Rashford in the January window. Although I would be able to sell Rodrigo, and I could potentially, or it depends how I get on with Lukaku, actually, doesn't it? Because obviously Lukaku is a player that I'm not sure whether I'm going to get on with or not. I might end up selling him in January and replacing him by bringing Marcus Rashford back. We'll wait and see on that front. But I think these three deals that we're doing here, Mbappé, I'll counter and remove the bonus. We'll edit the wages slightly. We can get Mbappé, Casemiro and Milinkovic-Savic all in. Then that would be absolutely tremendous. How about £185,000 a week? Almost meeting you halfway. 200. That's initially what they started at, but that was with an extra £4 million in bonuses. So there we go. 3 signings made. We have minimal funds left. I've literally just spent £300 million. Let's have a look. How much did we spend total transactions? 60 million for Casemiro. 95 from Milinkovic-Savic. That's 155, 255, 290 million pounds we've spent in this transfer window. 290 million pounds. We have to win multiple trophies this season here at Manchester United. There is absolutely no excuse to not do that. Casemiro, Milinkovic-Savic and Mbappé. 290 rated and a 93 rated. 3 of the highest transfer bids I've ever paid in any save ever. Wow. Let's see if we can get 4 wins from 4 in this month of January. Right, Leeds United starting lineup. Kobo in goal. 4 at the back. Douglas, Cooper, Janssen and Reguilon. The wing-back formerly of Real Madrid. Phillips holding with Sacco, Saiz, Fellaini and Saka in the midfield with Roberts up top. Fellaini, obviously, we've sold him to Leeds, and there is obviously the historical rivalry between the two clubs. Obviously, it's not necessarily a competitive rivalry as much anymore, but there is certainly some history between Leeds and Manchester United and some distaste for each other from either set of fans. So this is certainly, regardless of the fact that we want to win as many games as possible, certainly a game that the fans will want us to win. Here's Sergej Milinkovic-Savic starting things off, looking for Kylian Mbappé with the through ball. Was he onside? He was. We'll drill it into the middle and not quite find Lukaku. Win that header though. Pogba will bring it down. There's Casemiro. Blocked well by Fellaini. Positive start from all 3 new signings. Nice tackle by Dani Carvajal. Send Mbappé away. Physically can't get faster than Kylian Mbappé, and he's left that defender for dead. Pull that back to Romelu Lukaku, and this should be 1-0, and is. That was all about Kylian Mbappé. An assist on debut for him. Extravagant celebration for Romelu Lukaku, and we lead by a goal to 0. That turn, and just the sheer pace to get away. Mbappe's unreal. He's going to be tremendous this season. Lukaku with a goal after 20 minutes. Cambridge? Manchester United 1, Leeds United 0. Douglas down the line there to Alioski. Ball into the middle. Kimpembe underneath it. Kimpembe's positioning is really questioning my decision to keep him in the starting lineup ahead of Romagnoli. He's not impressed me in this game, Kimpembe. at all. That might be going in. It nearly did. Carvajal hacks away. To be fair, it might just have been going wide, but they're making a change now. I'm actually going to take Kimpembe off. He hasn't filled me with confidence. I haven't been confident with him at all. He's got high work rate, so I want to put Romagnoli in. I might play Romagnoli consistently ahead of Kimpembe because I've not enjoyed him in the opening half an hour. I might give him a little bit longer. We'll give him the second game of the episode against Huddersfield to try and win me over. But he's not been amazing against Leeds, and that leads me to believe that against tougher opposition, he might come undone. Try and catch him on the counter-attack here if we can. Martial into Lukaku, around the corner nicely. Milinkovic-Savic to Kylian Mbappé. This should be 2. Mbappé, it is 2. A goal and an assist on debut for Kylian Mbappé. 2-0 Manchester United. Samu Saiz, nice turn. Casemiro steps in. Saiz takes it away again. We'll play it over the top. We'll get there with Dani Carvajal. Good physicality. It's one thing we have in abundance now, this Manchester United side, especially with the addition of Casemiro and Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. This is one of the most physical sides I've ever used. Oh, what a finish! I'm really going to enjoy using Kylian Mbappé this season. Wow, that just rifled into the corner like a laser. What a strike. We're going to have a lot of fun this season. We might well, I mean, I know it's only Leeds, but we might well be winning a number of trophies this year. Pogba off for Fred. Casemiro through the gap looking for Romelu Lukaku. He is on his right. We'll try and face it on his left. We're running riot now. Manchester United pulling away at some distance. 4-0 up against Leeds. We should be getting 4 wins from today's 4 games. But doing it in such style here. After a frustrating first half, we've really hit our stride now in the second. 4-0 with 12 minutes to go. This is going to be such a fun season to play. Roberts. Nice tackle by Romagnoli. Saiz nods that back to Phillips. They could get themselves a consolation goal here, Leeds. Roberts turns well. Oh, Alexandro defends that superbly. And Kylian Mbappé gets that away well. Martial's run very narrow there. Haven't really seen much of Anthony Martial in this game so far. Oh, Lukaku with a slow turn, unfortunately. But 2 goals for him and 2 goals for Mbappé. Certainly showing the signs of what could be a very, very good partnership up top for us. And Fred's trying to win that back to force a 5th goal, but it's not quite going to happen for him. We'll win that with Casemiro, though. It might happen for him now. No, his touch was loose and they clear it away. 4-0 victory against Leeds United. I wouldn't be surprised if that man had an overall rating of 10. It's 9.6 for Kylian Mbappé. 2 goals for him and 1 assist. Lukaku got an assist as well. Milinkovic-Savic and Casemiro also with assists. Unbelievable first game for me to be played with Manchester United. Really looking forward to this season now. Really looking forward to this season. I'll give Kimpembe another chance because it's be a bit harsh to judge him on just one game's performances, but he certainly could be performing better than he did there. Mitchell has been loaned out now. Talking about the most impactful forward of 2021 there on the right hand side. I think it might be Kylian Mbappé on that game's evidence. Callum Hudson-Odoi. He's 79 rated in this save currently, so still a lot of growth that could be done there. Certainly not going to be the sort of player that we're looking to bring in here at Manchester United in this save at this particular moment in time. Burnley have drawn both of their opening Premier League games, 2-2 and 1-1. We've won both our opening Premier League games. Can we make it 3 from 3? Perhaps. If someone might consider scoring a goal. Thank you, Kylian. Mbappé gets his 3rd goal of his Manchester United career, and we have a 1-0 lead against Burnley. Are we going to extend that at all? Or is it just going to be a slim 1-0, 2-0? Thank you, Paul Pogba. A 2-0 win against Burnley. And we shall head now into the game against Huddersfield Town. Unless there's anything else to be done transfer-wise. Something's been done transfer-wise. Shit. Anthony Martial is leaving us to go to Arsenal. I didn't realise he had a release clause. Well, it happened to us at Atletico Madrid. It's happening again at Manchester United. Anthony Martial looks like he's going to be leaving us. And I've not known... Carvajal has a release clause as well. I've not known a player ever turn down a contract when a release clause is triggered in career mode on FIFA. It happens all the time on FM. But on FIFA, I've never known it. Bye-bye, Anthony Martial. We're going to have to sign one more winger. Unless he rejects the contract, which hopefully he will. But if he doesn't... That's annoying, isn't it? That's very annoying. Match rescheduled. That will probably be the Carabao Cup. Martial is gone. Anthony Martial is now an Arsenal player. And I need a left-sided midfielder. And I have... about 70 million to make that signing. And I only have... Actually, now's the time to bring Rashford back, isn't it? Now's the time to bring Rashford back. To play on the left-hand side. Unless I could get Neymar. I'm not going to be able to get Neymar. Oh, do I... I tell you what, I'll play this game against Huddersfield. I'll wait for your feedback before making the decision with regards to Rashford's release clause. I will add a vote in the top right-hand corner, a YouTube vote, if you would like me to trigger Rashford's release clause and bring him back to the club to play starting on the left-hand side of my front three, then vote yes. If you think I should sign someone else, then vote no and leave me a transfer suggestion in the comment section down below. I have £72 million to spend. Let me know in the comment section down below which way you voted. The only way I'd be able to afford Rashford is to trigger that release clause and say that it was a... say that it was like a buyback clause when we initially sold him. I will offer you that opportunity to bring him back to the club. Huddersfield starting lineup. Pinsolio in goal. Hadoyanai, Trauner, Schindler, Simic and Durm as their back five. Derrida, Gadel and Llorente in the midfield with Pato and Selka up top. 5-3-2 for Huddersfield. Defensive as you might well imagine. This month is not going to be an accurate depiction of what is going to happen this season at Manchester United. We were always going to batter all of the sides that we're playing in this month. The question is, when we do face a test, a stern test, later in the season, either that be through the league or European football, how will we rise to the challenge? I'm very keen to see. Mbappé, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, Pogba, cross to Alexandro, driving inside well. We'll look for Milinkovic-Savic and find him well. Mbappé spins nicely. Sergej Pogba. Pogba! His first goal of the season for me. Paul Pogba makes it Manchester United 1, Huddersfield 0 on 9 minutes. Scored in the simulated game, of course, but that is really nice from Paul Pogba. Apologies for the dab. To Carvajal, in there to Lukaku. Nice turn. I probably could have run on myself there with Lukaku, but Milinkovic-Savic continues, draws the save at Pinsolio. Pogba will deliver the corner. And it's a good ball in. And Casemiro with a header, but comfortably saved by Pinsolio. We aren't to get a second yet, but I would be quite willing to have a rather large bet with you that there will be a second goal for a Manchester United player in this game, and it might be coming now. It has come now. Romelu Lukaku with another one. Manchester United 2, Huddersfield Town 0. We are, however, playing 4 of the worst sides in the division in today's episode, so it won't always be like this season, but we shall enjoy it whilst it lasts. Sandro to Pogba. Cross there to Milinkovic-Savic. Down the line to Danny Carvajal. I'm going to fire that into Lukaku and hope that runners will come. Well, Pogba's certainly on a run. And Lukaku Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, so he gets past the challenge well. Ooh, it's a corner. I was going to say, I certainly wasn't aiming for that top corner. Pogba will deliver the ball. It almost looked like Rakitic that was coming on there. It's Pritchard. Kimpembe picks up the loose ball. That wasn't meant for De Ligt. Oh, but finds Lucas Vazquez brilliantly with a pass. Schindler makes the block. Pogba will deliver again. And underneath this is the keeper. Casemiro knocks that down. Lukaku get it on his left. Pogba gets out of the way. Deflected again off Goodell. The pressure still mounting for Huddersfield Town. Looking for our third goal. And Milinkovic-Savic has it, winning the header. We've such a tall, strong, physical side here at Man United. And they're all fast. They've all got great feet as well. We can score any type of goal with this team. Any type of goal at all. And I would hazard a guess that throughout the season, we will score a number of any type of goal. 3 goals here against Huddersfield and 25 minutes to go. Free kick for Huddersfield. Goodell and Pritchard stood over it. It looks like it's going to be Alex Pritchard. Well, the technique on that was absolutely brilliant from Pritchard. Oh, I'm not sure Mbappé will win a header. Oh, he did. Okay, fair enough. I'll let him off. I didn't think he was going to be good enough in the air there, Kylian Mbappé. I thought initially when I punted it out, it was going to be Romelu Lukaku. It was going to be upfield. It was actually a very good free kick from Pritchard, and if he had found the back of the net, it would have been one of the best ever scored against me in career mode. But unfortunately for Huddersfield, it didn't go in, and unfortunately for them, regardless of whether it had or not, they certainly won't be getting anything from this game. And they can't even get the ball away from Kylian Mbappé at present. He's number 16 here, Kylian Mbappé. I would be open to changing his number if you would like me to, but what you would like me to change it, perhaps I could give Mbappé Martial's old number, and then if you decide to bring Rashford in, then we can renegotiate from there. But for now, that's where we'll leave it, just short of the end of the transfer window, because if you want me to bring Rashford in, then I shall. But it depends, or if you want me to bring someone else in, then vote accordingly, and I shall. We still have Juan Mata available for sale. We still have Seamus Coleman, actually, who I would like to sell. I thought he was on the transfer list, but he is on the transfer list. For some reason, my brain was telling me that he wasn't actually there when I checked. No, there he is, Seamus Coleman. 5 million, 79 grand a week. Juan Mata, 7.5 million, 100 grand a week. If we can get both of those guys gone, then we could afford someone else if you decide not to go for Juan Mata. Sorry, for Marcus Rashford. But it's probably going to be, I would imagine that you guys will wait for Rashford, but we will just wait and see. We shall wait and see. Edwards, I'll leave him on the bench because he can play at CDM. So we'll leave him there. Right, that's the way that we're going to end today's episode. We've spent almost 300 million, and by the time we replace Anthony Martial, whether it be with Rashford or with someone else, we will have spent well over 300 million in this window. Perhaps even 350 million. So we shall save it there. Vote in the top right on that little eye symbol. What do I do? Do I activate Rashford's release clause and sign him, or do I not activate it and sign someone else? Let me know in the comment section which way you voted. If you voted no, then tell me who to sign in the comment section. If you voted yes, then let me know that you voted that way. For now though, that's all for this one. There'll be a CM RTG video later on this afternoon, and I'll see you then.